Richmond. Kicking boots on today.
Yes, Pete, Dunstall was only 1 goal short of equalling Fred Fanning's all-time goal-kicking record when he booted 17 goals against Richmond at Waverley Park. Dunstall, ironically recruited to Glenferrie Oval by Tigers coach Alan Jeans, became only the 3rd player in league history to kick more than 16 goals as he spearheaded the Hawks' 79-point win. The match began with the Hawks first into stride through Hall, but from that point onwards, it turned into the Jason Dunstall show. The brilliant spearhead was running rings around the Tiger defence, marking with ease and in most cases kicking truly. In fact, he kicked 6 of Hawthorn's 7 for the term, and only 3 late goals by the Tigers kept them within 24 points at the first break. In the second quarter, the pattern continued, Dunstall goaling in the opening minutes, but he was lucky to escape serious injury after marking soon afterwards. Although stunned for a minute, Dunstall recovered quickly to post his 8th a minute later, and he was to kick 3 more for the term to finish with a half-time tally of 11. Highlights for the Tigers were few and far between. Maxfield's goal the best of them as they trailed by 47 points at half-time. The only interest in the second half was to whether Dunstall could break Fred Fanning's 45-year-old record of 18 goals. That looked very unlikely when he managed just 2 in the third quarter to take his tally to 13. But his hopes remained alive in the final term. By the 25-minute mark, Dunstall had 17, but the record equaller eluded him. Nonetheless, it was still one of the great performances of modern-day football, helping Hawthorn to a crushing 79-point win. And while Dunstall had a birthday, his St Kilda counterpart Tony Lockett continued his one-man demolition job of the Adelaide Crows at Moorabbin. Plugger, who had kicked a total of 22 goals in the past 2 meetings against the Crows, added another 10 today as the Saints hammered the visitors by 74 points. Peter Landy reports.
Despite last year's 131-point thrashing, the Crows started confidently today. Sanderson brought up full points after a good mark, and then Tony McGuinness drilled home 2 more in quick succession. Dale Kickett, though, brought the fans to their feet with this magnificent grab, and that fired up the Saints. Low marked in front, duly converted, while Lockett twice pulled in big grabs, each bringing up 2 flags. The second term, however, was all St Kilda. Fletcher cut loose at half-forward for a fine running goal, while Winmar, quiet in the first quarter, booted 3 for the term as the Crows were stagnating. Lockett made it 10 goals straight to the Saints before Jamieson finally stopped the rot with Adelaide's 5th to leave them 27 points down at half-time. Things livened up momentarily in the third before Sanderson set the example to his teammates with an inspirational goal. Again, however, Lockett was the difference. He steered through 4 more with the Crows outgunned. The only interest in the last was whether he'd kick his 10th. This snap made it 9, and then right on the siren he did it, making it 32 goals and 3 outings against Adelaide, the Saints today by 74 points. Peter Landy, 7 Nightly News.